the Mercedes-Benz Superdome in New Orleans. It's Week 5 of the NFL on EA Sports. It's the New Orleans Saints taking on the Tampa Bay Buccaneers.
It is always a celebration here in New Orleans, and we are just outside of the French Quarter at the Mercedes-Benz Superdome. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the New Orleans Saints. Along with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you look at this Saints team as they interplay. Now, losers their last time out, so they'll look to make amends here.
And one of the best ways you can do that is to be at home, and they are. They're going to try and ride that home crowd and that wave of emotion to a victory in this one.
On the other side of the field for the visiting Bucks, they're hitting their stride of late. Winners of 3 of their last 4. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped it to 23. So out come the Bucks now for their first drive. They'll be led out by the #1 overall pick in the 2018 draft, the Oklahoma Sooner, Baker Mayfield.
And I thought it was a really nice performance last week by him. 3 touchdown passes. I think that signifies exactly what he was getting done. He did have the 1 interception.
But that's the ratio you say you're okay with, right?
If you go 3 to 1, you're going to be pretty happy over the course of the season. And let's face it, he'll never blame the receiver publicly. But behind closed doors, he probably told his agent, hey, what's the deal? I should have had a perfect game.
The rushing numbers for Fournette from last week. 13 carries, 70 yards, and a touchdown.
They've won 2 straight games, and they've done it with the running game as the focal point of their offense. So in this contest, I don't think about doing anything else. I continue to ride the hot hand that I've established and lead with the runners.
And it'll be 3rd down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored. You give yourself your best chance.
So if they're up 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout. And that means your offense has to keep pace.
Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down.
Well, to me, that's taking a big gamble defensively, because that alignment you see, that's normally something you see down near the goal line. Because now, if they decide to go play action, something should be open there, and I think open big.
So maybe that's something that gets filed away for later.
I think without a doubt, you write it down, and if you see that look at a later date.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. A surprising move here on the opening drive of the game, and the Saints are going to get it back and in great shape. So here are the Saints now with great starting field position. And a glance here at their quarterback standing 6'3".
It's pretty much become the norm when we see guys come out before a game and go through the route tree with their receivers. I thought it was exciting for us to see the exact same thing happen in practice.
He's so meticulous, isn't he?
He really is, and that tells me it's not just a one-time-a-week thing. They work on it all the time, trying to hone that fine edge. They want to see if they can get in sync and stay in sync in this one.
And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. Give him 19 there as the drive marches forward.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field, and here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Dexter Williams, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Saints have taken the early lead. A strong, determined run there, Charles, to get in for 6 points.
This is why it's such a team game, isn't it? And I know that sounds really generic and it sounds almost trite, but the blocks were made up front, offensive line, collective victory at the line of scrimmage and downfield. And how about the finish to the run all the way into the end zone?
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. Down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Tampa Bay, they're getting ready to set up shop here for their second drive. And last time out, went for it on fourth down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on fourth down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Maybe a couple up to the 38. Now that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater. He just made a great play there.
And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
His pass.
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8.
Third down. And 8 yards to go.
From the gun, Mayfield. And he's got him in. It's the tight end, Howard, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 14 yards there and a Buccaneer first down. So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. A shotgun give to Fournette. Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
The tackle made.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now. Hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
And he takes it down to the 40 with a pickup of 4.
He's tackled at the 40.
Back-to-back 4-yard runs. Now look, if they just do that all the way downfield, ball ends up in the end zone, but that's a little difficult to do.
Yeah, I think now 3rd and 2, that defense ready to stiffen up and stop that run. They'll try and run for it with Fournette. And he's got some space here. And he's going to get this inside the 30. That's good for a Buccaneer first, a pickup of 12 yards.
Well, partner, what do you think? Might have been 4-down territory if they didn't pick it up, but...
Yeah, it's a moot point now. I was curious, so if they didn't get it there, would they have gone for it? I guess we'll never know.
Yeah, we didn't have to make that call, but I have a feeling both of us would have said, go for it.
Fournette, a first down carry. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down.
Leonard Fournette.
No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
Alex Anzalone on the tackle. No gain on the play. 2nd and 10 at the 28-yard line.
They'll try to throw here. Mayfield. He finds his tight end, Howard. That's complete.
Mayfield.
6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he was unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Third and short yardage. Mayfield, fourth down after the New Orleans defense holds serve. So 2 third-down conversions on this drive, but not able to get a third, and now they deal with fourth down.
It's fourth down.
It would be a very makeable field goal try from here, but instead they're going to go for it. They'll go with a big bank Fournette, going absolutely nowhere. He'll wind up losing a yard or two. Leonard Fournette stops short of the marker on fourth down, and the Saints will have the football back. So their first drive of the game already trailing, having given up points. A little surprised that they went for it, right?
Maybe the big guy, the head coach, senses this is going to be a shootout type of a game. That they've got to match them point for point, as opposed to, hey, we'll get them later. Maybe he just has that sense, and that's why he decided to go for it there.
He was looking for Adam Thielen there. That'll bring up second down.
The 22-yard line.
Completes it to the fullback hand. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
It's interesting because when I'm watching college football and I'm evaluating guys for the draft now, my list of fullbacks, pure fullbacks, it's a very short list. I'm probably evaluating more punters and kickers now than I am fullbacks. It doesn't matter what you call the position, it's who you put there, and there we saw completion.
And he gets it to the 32, good enough for a first down. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Oh, the Buccaneer pressure too much. Down he goes. Big Vita Vea pushing his way through to wind up with a sack.
Okay, was it a breakdown in protection? Did the running back not pick him up? What does it really matter? Sometimes it's just a great play made by the defense. Big-time sack.
There's a throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end.
The pass.
Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now he can run anything and catch the balls we just saw there.
And that will be incomplete.
Logan.
On fourth down, on is Logan Cook to punt. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt, and the Bucks will get ready to go on offense. The Bucks offense set to begin their next possession. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go on?
I don't think it changes much for the head coach because this is what he preaches all the time.
And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown.
Touchdown.
Leonard Fournette, 78 yards. And the Buccaneers are an extra point away from tying up this football game. And with that carry, he's already over 100 yards here in the first half.
And, partner, you know exactly what he's saying to his teammates right now, right? Especially to the play caller.
Give me the ball.
And again. It's not that heavy, sir. I'll take it.
And he'll bang that one through. These two teams all tied after one.
Score tied 7-7.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. Out onto the the field comes New Orleans. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Now the throw here complete on the right sideline. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders. Hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
He's exceeded his receiving yards from a week ago, and we're still in the first half. And it's a first down.
The 49-yard line.
Now a first down carry. It's Williams. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
On the stop. A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4. At the Buccaneers 44.
On 2nd down, it's Williams. A 3-yard pickup on 2nd and 4. Now they'll need to convert here on 3rd and a little more than a yard.
That's a gain.
The Saints on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. Back to throw. And he finds a man on the crossing route. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucks' 29-yard line. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down. They'll look to throw now on first down. This short throw caught by Goddard. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. From the 25, here's 2nd and 6.
2nd and 6. At the 25-yard line.
The throw right sideline here is complete. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down to about the 21 or 22. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. So they need 2 yards here on 3rd down. Remember, they're already 2 of 2 on 3rd down conversions on this drive. Open man is Thielen. It's complete. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. And it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage.
Devin White.
This defense has really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
It's 2nd and goal, back to the 8-yard line now. A 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Incomplete.
Now we got 3rd and goal coming up, and couldn't you imagine being in that huddle, partner? You know they're looking at each other saying, we can't come away with just 3 points after this drive.
Yeah, they've covered a lot of ground, and he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. C.J. Ham, his first touchdown on the year, and the Saints have taken the lead. He's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. So that drive, 12 plays in length. And it all culminates in a Saints touchdown. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. Now this will make it into the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
They're on 24-yard line.
The Bucks offense set to begin their next possession. And they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball. But how about them just taking it big-time John? Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open.
On second down, here's Fournette. Fights off another.
I think the second tackler would have learned from the first.
And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. They follow up the first down 1-yard run with a minimal gain of 2. The Bucks on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. And that is incomplete. So after 3 drives and 3 touchdowns combined between these two clubs, finally we get a defensive stop.
Yes, and welcome to the party, defensive players. And glad to have you because for a while there, it almost felt like it was 11 going downfield on air. Okay, so to be able to have someone come up, make a stop. Now we got a football game going.
That'll be a 41-yard punt, 4 yards there on the return. And the Saints will take over with a first down and 10. Here he is, the man taking the snaps under center, heading out for the next possession. He's played a pretty clean first half, a touchdown, no interceptions.
Frankly, that's what they expect out of him. They want to see the ball thrown and thrown well, and he's able to do that and put it in the end zone. They'd love to see more of that before this game finishes. But right now, he's got his team in a good spot.
A good spot, maybe looking for touchdown pass number 2 here in the second quarter. On second down now, it's Williams. And he is met at the line of scrimmage. And he goes down right there.
Taken down right at the line of scrimmage.
The Saints on third down. They have been superb. 5 for 6 to this point. This time they face a 3rd and 2. They'll try and run for it. Here's Williams. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. Just a 2-yard pickup, and that should necessitate a call for the punt team here on 4th down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter, 14-7. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
20-yard line.
The attention shifting back to Chris Godwin and the rest of the Tampa offense. They've got to be thinking, how can we get him a little bit more involved here? Second quarter, you're down, and really, he's been out of the mix.
I would agree with that, and oftentimes you hear, well, we're just taking what the defense is giving us, but sometimes that's just not good enough. Sometimes you have to take what you want, and that means getting him the football.
Yeah, so far just a single catch in this game. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. He gets it left side to Johnson. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. It's a first down on a gain of 10. First down now, but that clock rolling.
First down, Buccaneers.
Looking for Godwin, and he's got him complete. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down. Line of scrimmage, the 24. This is 2nd and 6.
2nd and 6.
They'll throw again. Here's Mayfield. And boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
On third down, Mayfield. The man is Godwin. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
First down, Tampa Bay.
Mayfield off the play fake, sliding out of the pocket. He's got it at the 15. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Chris Godwin, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Buccaneers are an extra point away from tying up this football game.
The kicker on for
after nearly 30 minutes of football, that touchdown puts us in a position where if they make the extra point, we're right back to even before we start the second half.
And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14. That drive goes 80 yards in 6 plays. And it's all finished off with a touchdown by Tampa Bay. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
Out is the Saints offense now as they get ready to take over here. And we're under a minute to go here in what's been an even first half, all tied up.
Yeah, still time to make something happen, too. A couple completions, just string them together. Could get in the field goal range. Let's see what happens.
The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2. As the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. Open man is Michael Thomas. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Now the Saints will use their 3rd and final timeout as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. 2 first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. This is caught inside the 15. He gets this down deep into Tampa Bay territory. A big-time play there for New Orleans. 43 yards. So we've hit halftime all even at 14. Over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report.
Okay, Brandon, thank you very much. More from you two in just a bit. But first, let's get everybody caught up with what's going on around the NFL here in Week 5. We'll begin up at Bank of America Stadium in Uptown Charlotte, where it was the Panthers who were able to come away with the home victory. 23-17, the final score. From there, we head up to Wisconsin to check out the Packers at home in Lambeau. And they were losers in their ball game to the visiting Dallas Cowboys. Dak Prescott, 4 touchdown passes in the victory. Lastly, let's check on one final game for you. And you can see they have the lead over the visiting Seahawks. Cooper Kupp, a touchdown reception. Meanwhile, in our game, no shortage of offense as each team has been able to move the ball effectively. Will the defenses show up in the second half?
And ready ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. This will make it into the end zone, and he will not bring it out. It's a touchback. Out come the Saints now. They'll go on offense first here to begin the third quarter. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game, we'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You got everything going your way. You're probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect. Overall, you like what your game plan's showing you.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. A gain of 13. It's a first down. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They stick to the ground game on first down. It's Williams. Excellent job pushing through tacklers that time to pick up 6.
Sean Bunting on the tackle.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
2nd and 4 at the 45-yard line.
And the second down throw on target. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. And he went in route there from the slot for the completion.
Love how he runs his routes because it's all setting up your defender. Give him a little something one way, take it the other way. Head and shoulder fake. Sometimes you make one step to the outside, then break it inside. Really well run route.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 50-yard line.
Once more, it's the fullback Ham. There is a flag, so a big second down pickup, but will it hold? So a decent game, all for naught in the penalty.
It's 2 seconds in it. They were feeling pretty good about it. Only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. This is complete to Michael Thomas. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. So they'll need the 39 here for a first. This is 3rd down. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And he's taken down for a sack. Back at the 47-yard line. Trey Hendrickson coming in to drop him for a loss of 8, and it also brings up 4th. And they weren't in zone coverage, they were in man, and each man did his job.
And that looked like vintage, old-school coverage, didn't it? Man coverage reminded me of an old Raiders team. They had a Hall of Famer at one corner and a Defensive Player of the Year at the other, and they just locked people down.
Here comes the Buccaneers offense. They get their first reps of the second half. Their defense did its job, yielded no points. Now it's the offense's turn.
And how much fun is that when you set things up to start a half and you just tell you guys, hey, if you can shut them down, get it back for our offense, we can roll. And they played out perfectly. Now, can the offense do what they wanted to do in the half, which is find those weaknesses and now attack them and score some points.
And break this tie. And the window closes quickly. He'll only get up to the 22-yard line.
22-yard line.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle third. He couldn't catch it. Now 3rd down.
3rd down.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. And get that to Fournette complete. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 14 yards there and a Buccaneer first down.
Good route, good pickup for first down yardage, and that is a tough one to cover, the angle route, because a running back getting out of the backfield, if you're trying to cover that, especially if you're in the linebacker spot, and you're seeing this play develop, he heads out towards the flat first, and that often gets you to overcommit running in that direction. Then he cuts back up inside you into the middle of the field. That's what we just saw there for a nice pickup.
The catch and run, good for 24 yards. So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 right at the 40. Fournette running out of the gun. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
Fournette a first down carry, but he'll get only a couple before defenders are there to meet him.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7.
First and well, remember, they tried to give him the ball and let him run on the last play, but I think the light bulb went off in their play caller's mind, and this time they get it to him the more conventional way, and it's much more successful as well.
They'll try and run for it with Fournette, and he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. Leonard Fournette with his second touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Bucks are going to take the lead.
For the point after.
He's given him a little jolt, just gave him the lead there, but 2 TDs down the game.
And that jolt puts them in the lead. What a terrific job by him. He is carrying the ball and simply saying, I want to win.
And now he's hoping his defense has that mentality as they try to hang on to that lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Saints take over at first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Second and 2.
Inside give to Ham, the fullback. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
Good.
Well, not a lot of flash and dash on that play. Second and 2, and they hand it to the big man. And he ends up picking up a first down. A little bit of gray area there, though. But I think what they thought, hey, we hand it to him here. If we come back and don't get it, we still got another down to try and pick it up.
A gain of 4 last play. They double that here and get 8. Ahead of the chains now, second and 2. Here's Ham, the fullback. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 12 yards there and a first down.
I know a lot of times we like to put players in certain boxes. He does this and he does that. But this guy, he can do a little bit of everything. He's not just a lead blocker or a guy who protects the passer. Handing the ball, he might want to get out of the way.
He's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. It's a pickup of 12. Second play in a row with a 12-yard gain.
First and 10.
All runs on this drive so far. It's first and 10. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. He's got his tight end on the corner route. It's complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. Back now here live in New Orleans. It's the Saints who hold the football, but they're trailing as we begin the fourth quarter of play. On first down, Williams. And he's heating up at the line of scrimmage. Might have gotten a yard down to the 16. This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run? What if you're a pretty good running team? If so, you might want to go ahead and run it anyway because that's your strength.
And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line.
It's a gain of 3.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
They went backwards 5 yards there on third down to bring up fourth.
A loss of 5. It's fourth down.
So on fourth down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. From the right hash, it's a 35-yard attempt. And Lutz puts this one through. And that'll bring him back within 4.
Makes the score Buccaneers 21.
So an interesting call there to take the 3. I mean, I guess they're thinking that their hands were tied, but, you know, fourth quarter, that field goal might not help them that much in the end.
Yeah, eventually they're going to need the touchdown. The thinking must have been they didn't feel confident about picking it up there, hoping maybe on defense they can get better field position, get a turnover, get a better play, and then they'll have a chance to attack the end zone.
Charles, you'd said the magic number was probably right around 20 for this defense because they're facing one of the top 5 offenses in the league in terms of points scored. They've had their moments, but this offense just a little too good, isn't it?
They really are, because no matter what you do to make an adjustment on defense, they've had an answer for it.
A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down.
A gain of 9 brings up second and 1.
Play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
On third down, Fournette. One across the 45 before he's brought down. First down, Tampa Bay there, a gain of 13.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with, and throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
They keep it with Fournette on first down. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Fournette. And he's able to break out of one tackle, but then quickly brought down. Now third down is looming, a pickup of 2 on first down and just 1 yard there.
And it's third down.
Mayfield from the gun on third down. And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack. Credit that sack to Marcus Davenport. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
So a change of possession here on the punt. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
Throwing again here on on second down, this time complete. And a nice job to break free of one tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves him with 3rd and 9 looming. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 12 yards there, good for a Saints first down. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
Back to throw again. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Adam Thielen.
2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line.
2nd and 10.
Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. He's got Dallas Goedert, his tight end over the middle. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. The Saints first down there on a gain of 11.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. That's complete to the receiver Thielen. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. And a nice gain of 21 yards. So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. Now a man open down the middle of the field. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. So it's Saints football as we get you reset. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. He's back to throw. And, he took that in one-handed. What a grab. That was the 9th play of the drive, and they pick up 9 yards with it.
2nd and a yard. At the 13.
This will be caught just inside the 10. That'll be a pickup of 4 as they work with his 4-point 4th quarter lead. That's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete. And trying to squeeze it in there at this stage of the game. You got to take some chances. Nice job to knock it away, though.
You're so right. Understanding where they are in the game, you got to take that opportunity and maybe thread the needle. Unable to get it done there.
On 2nd down, Williams. And he's going to battle his way down right around the 2-yard line. 7 big yards on the carry there to get him within range of the goal line with 3rd down upcoming. Oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked up by Jordan Whitehead. He's at it again, Charles. He had the pick 6 last week. Not a pick 6 here, but an interception.
Hey, it's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept the pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. Well, that worked really well last week because he had made it all the way to the end zone. This week he got the Oski, maybe not a touchdown, but boy, he's playing really well.
The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 55 seconds remaining in the football game. They'll come up 2nd and 6 now from the 24. Again, it's Fournette. And he's going to get forward for about 5, but that may be coming back. What say you, Mr. Referee? So on the big tight end, holding.
Each and every year, we talk about very few tight ends coming into the league that are polished blockers or asked to do it a lot in college. So it's a constant struggle and a constant fight to learn how to do it without holding.
He's up only to about the 16-yard line. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans. Number it's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in the 4th. They'll run with Fournette. And he'll take this up only to about his 18-yard line. Now the Saints will use their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. Here comes the Buccaneers punter now, standing right on his own 5-yard line. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. That'll be a 41-yard punt, just 1 yard on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. So all eyes on the Saints offense. Down by 4, 37 seconds to go. They need a touchdown. A field goal is worthless now as they come up on 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And he's got his man on the out route. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down. Completes it to the fullback, Ham. And just 1 yard here from the 49 to the 50.
To C.J. Ham.